Plaintiff Nancy Steffen says she lives and breathes the Kansas City Chiefs. Nancy has season tickets to the Chiefs games, and if she can't attend a game, she sells her tickets. Nancy claims the defendant agreed to purchase her tickets, and she even went to the game, but never paid up. Defendant Stacey Cassidy insists she is just as big of a Kansas City Chiefs fan as Nancy, but she cannot afford season tickets. Stacey claims she got the tickets from Nancy's daughter's boyfriend, whom she works with, and he never told her she had to pay for them. She's countersuing for lost wages.
Start with you.
Your Honor, I live and breathe the Kansas City Chiefs. Because I believe in the Chiefs, I bought you a souvenir.
All right, I'll wear it when they win.
In the hopes that I could convert you as well.
She has a new Lexus for you out back also.
That'll help. All right.
Your Honor, I've been a season ticket holder with the Kansas City Chiefs since 1991. I value my tickets, and they are valuable. In the event that I cannot attend a game or anyone in my family, I sell those tickets to a family member, friends, or coworkers. Unfortunately, I trusted Stacey Cassidy. In December 2009, my son was graduating from K-State University, and we could not attend the game. Initially, my daughter's boyfriend and 3 of his friends were going to buy the tickets, but that fell through. So he took the tickets to work to see if a coworker would be interested in them. Stacey Cassidy purchased the tickets.
Okay, let me hear from her, some of the background.
Thank you. First of all, Your Honor, yes, she says she's a big, huge Chiefs fan. There's a lot of Chiefs fans in Kansas City and around, but being a season ticket holder doesn't make you a bigger fan than someone else. And quite frankly, the only difference between being a season ticket holder and not being a season ticket holder is money. For someone like me, I'm divorced, I have 2 children, I do not get child support, I support myself, I do not have the means to buy season tickets. I would love to, but I understand, that she's stating she's a huge fan, but that does not entitle her to money that's not owed. I truly believe that this is a miscommunication between her daughter's boyfriend, who is my coworker and friend, and herself. I never dealt with her, I never spoke to her prior to going to the game, not by email, text message. There was no communication between her and I. It was solely between her daughter's boyfriend and myself. He came to me twice. I turned him down twice, and I have an affidavit.
Let me get her perspective on what happened, and then we'll get into evidence.
Your Honor, I did not communicate with her before.
Tell me how the first communication began regarding these tickets, and then what occurred thereafter.
There was communication between my daughter's boyfriend and Miss Cassidy.
And she was not present, Your Honor, at that.
And I have a signed statement from him that I brought.
Well, tell me what happened before we see evidence.
Okay, she agreed to buy the tickets.
Who approached whom?
He asked at work.
Did she want to buy them?
If anyone at work would want to buy them. And she said, I'm interested in the tickets. She took the tickets and went to the game. I have pictures of her at the game using all 4 tickets. I have an email that she sent to my daughter.
How'd you get the pictures of her at the game?
Well, she's a proud fan of Facebook.
And a proud Chiefs fan.
Gotcha, she put it on
So
there.
my daughter, she sent an email at 10:45 on December the 13th. Enjoy the game. I hope that is a good one. My mom was glad to see someone able to use them. That was from my daughter. Stacy emailed her back at 10:57. The girls are excited. Tell your mom we'll cheer loud in their place.
But I didn't state that I had bought them because I got them for free.
Let me hear from you, ma'am.
First of all, her daughter's boyfriend, who I work with, came to me twice. He offered me the tickets for $225 because he knows that my youngest daughter has never been to a game. The reason he knows this is in September, they could not go to a game. Her daughter and her daughter's boyfriend took 2 tickets, and they gave me for free 2 tickets so I could take my daughter who had never been.
That was a preseason
And I
game.
went, it was a preseason game, absolutely, but you still paid for those tickets. And I never had to pay for them, they were free.
Tell me what happened
so I went to the
in this
game.
instance.
My daughter, unfortunately, at the last moment had something else come up and couldn't go. So the boyfriend came to my desk, offered me the tickets. I told him, it's right before Christmas, I'm sorry I don't have the money, and I turned him down. A few days later, he approached my desk again and said, hey, they're not able to find anyone to buy these tickets. Would you take $150? And I said, again, thank you, but no thank you. I said, I have Christmas gifts that I need to buy for my kids. I don't have extra money. I have an affidavit from a coworker who witnessed this conversation.
When did they first, or she,
So-
first ask you to pay for them?
December 29th.
When was the game?
The game was December 13th.
What did you say to her?
Well, I told her she needed to speak to her daughter's boyfriend, that I had gotten the tickets for free, that she needed to speak to him. This was between the two of them.
Was that the last communication you had with her?
No, sir. This text messaging conversation went back and forth where she
What's
still
the last
stated,
conversation?
the last conversations were she had sent
Text, email,
me text.
or otherwise?
I'd never spoken to her on the phone. It was just strictly text. That she had stated that she was adamant that she wanted money for these tickets, and that I had stated that she needed to stop harassing me, stop sending me text messages. She needed to speak to him. This was between the two of them, and to please leave me alone, or I would contact the sheriff's department.
Last communication.
Yes, sir.
All right, ma'am.
Your Honor, I have text messages from December 18th all the way through the 29th asking her to pay for the tickets.
Your Honor,
The
I would
only
like to ask where she got those.
I brought my daughter's cell phone as evidence to court.
Okay.
And these messages were typed.
Read
here in
what
court.
might be applicable.
Well, let's see. How much is she expecting from me? Lauren said she wanted $50 a ticket plus parking. Then that was on December 18th. Then she sent back a text on the 19th, I'll give Lauren the money.
Let's see it.
And then there's one down here where my daughter told her on the 29th when she said for me not to contact her.
What money were you referring to, ma'am?
Oh, that conversation did not take place, sir. I would still argue those. I was told by the boyfriend of the girl, of her daughter, that she received those. He said she had text messages that she'd received from her son who works for Sprint, and I have Sprint's policy and a letter from their legal department that they do not keep text message conversations.
And that is correct, and I did not obtain them from Sprint. Actually, I brought my daughter's phone, and I have it here.
Are the text messages on her phone?
Yes, sir, they are. They're still there, and
What's
I'd be
that?
happy to
What do
turn
you
it
have
on.
to say now?
I do not believe that conversation took place. I never offered to
Now
pay.
you say you don't believe.
No,
First
sir.
it was it didn't take place because the text messages didn't occur.
It did
now
not.
when she says she has the text messages on the phone and can show me, then it changed to I don't believe.
Yes, I have my daughter's phone and my phone here. And then on the 29th, after she told me not to contact her anymore, my daughter Abby sent her a text and said that I was mad and that I've been waiting for the money. And that if she doesn't pay, that I was going to go ahead and file a small
You
claim
recall
suit.
that text message communication?
I do recall that, yes.
All right.
And I was told that she has news for my daughter. She can't take me to small claims court. She didn't offer me the tickets, and I was not told a price, which is not true.
Counterclaim for $240 for lost wages. How does she owe you for that?
I had to take 2 days off of work to come here. I have a set schedule. I work Monday through Friday.
Only time a person gets attorney fees and lost wages is if the claim did not have merit. In other words, it was frivolous and it cost you to do things that you wouldn't have had to do. It was intentionally frivolous, it was intentionally malicious, or some other reason it had no merit and the plaintiff knew it had no merit. In this case, not only did it have merit, it had evidence to prove that she's right. Judgment for the plaintiff, $383. Your claim is dismissed for lost wages. Have a good day.
Hey, Judge Mathis, my name's Matt. I got a question for you. My friend asked me to drive his car home because he had been drinking. I got into an accident and my friend wants me to pay for the damages. Am I liable?
Unfortunately, Matt, if you failed to exercise reasonable care in the operation of his car, even though you were doing him a favor by driving, you would be liable for the damages you caused.